All right, here are the footprints. Just the raw photos first. Again, I apologize. I'm not a professional photographer. Even if you told me the correct settings for footprints in snow in full sunlight, I still wouldn't know how to set them on the camera. I'd have to watch a tutorial, and I can't do that on top of a mountain, so please bear with me. My wife found these. I was lagging behind, taking pictures of all the logs jammed in the earth. Logs of pretty consistent size and jammed in the earth at pretty consistent angles. For everyday purposes, we could just say consistent angles. Anyway, the women were up ahead, and my wife found these. Credit of discovery goes to her. The right print is 27 centimeters long, 10.5 inches. This makes them the largest Hibagon footprints ever found. Most prints have been from juveniles. Juveniles messing up. Juveniles lacking discipline and experience. Looking at the right print, I see, this is my interpretation, I see 4 digits kind of bunched up all forward, more than a human's. And I see an opposable big toe. For context, this is at the lower end of a deer trail, where the deer trail intersects the hiking trail. The deer trail is confirmed by loads of deer droppings. The deer trail goes up from here and curves to the left. It hugs the terrain and curves left. The right print is deeper and clearer, so I read this as, well, in your own experience, if you are waiting for a bus, or maybe you're waiting for a train and getting impatient, you look up the road or you look up the train tracks. Well, you can imagine, you've done that pose. I think this fellow is anticipating some action up the trail. Maybe his job is to tackle the deer that his buddies are driving down the trail. But I do think he's looking up trail. I look for a possible step forward, and there is this, and then nothing else. Not that I can find. I think he's either backed off, or if this is a step forward, then he's bounding off into the waist-high bamboo and leaving no more prints in there. Totally winging it here, but from the melt and the observed rate of melt, this is the same print an hour and a half later. I estimate, and this is just a total guess, but I think the print was made the previous night, Monday night, or early Tuesday morning. Again, I'm winging it. But from the size of the prints and their depth in the snow, and we walked through the same snow, I have to think that this fellow was well over 100 kilos. So that would be well over 220 pounds. I mean, well over. Maybe 300 pounds, maybe 400 pounds. The only other thing that sticks out to me is this pile of sticks behind the footprints. Now, when I collect sticks, It's to do something with them. Take them somewhere and do something with them, typically to burn them. Maybe take them home and use them for arts and crafts. Put googly eyes on them and varnish them and put them on the wall. But I don't collect sticks to just leave them in a pile. So I don't know what is going on there. Maybe this fellow thought that he'd be here a while. Maybe he thought he'd have time to make a teepee. But something came up. He got called away, or something came down the trail. Maybe a deer, or maybe his buddy, or maybe his dad, and he had to give up on his teepee. It's all pure speculation. You can write your own story. Anyway, these are the first Hibagon footprints. Ooh, I have goosebumps as I say it. These are the first Hibagon footprints publicly announced in 51 years. I really congratulate my wife and everybody in today's ground team. Girls, thank you. And worldwide Team Hibagon, thank you. This is proof, as if we needed it, but this is proof that as of Tuesday, at least one Hibagon is still with us. And I think we know there are many more. They are thriving here. The opposable toe is more, well, let's say it, it's more ape-like than human-like. I think the Japanese Bigfoot is closer to the smaller, darker, more jittery and vicious southern U.S. skunk ape, what they call the skunk ape or the booger or the wood booger. They got a lot of names for them. More like that than the bigger, often tawny, more chillaxin' northern Pacific Coast Sasquatch. And of course I could be wrong, and I could be reading these prints all wrong. I'm just a dumb varmint hunter from northern Ontario. Next video, your analyses. Carrick, my friend Carrick from Crash Course Cryptozoology, has already done great work with them. But you too, you write in, you tell me what you think. If you want the raw photo data to work with, just let me know. I'll send it to you. And I'll try to include everyone who wants to chime in. We won't all agree, and that's fine. That's cool. We all respect each other. It's not bad to think differently. It's not fighting. So please don't be worried that you'll hurt my feelings if you have a different idea. The strength of Team Hibagon is that it's a team. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, and I love you all.